Koffing! 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 No. I'm kidding, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? It's TheXploder here, and today it's an interesting vlog because I'm going to show you exactly how I put together this. Now, if you don't know what this is, and if you haven't checked out my social media channels, my Facebook and my Twitter, which are down below in the description if you do want to check them out, then you wouldn't know about what I've been doing via cosplay. Well, you might have known if you've watched some of my previous vlogs, I guess, but this one in particular, I'm going to show you how I made my Koffing paper mache mask. This bad boy I fell in love with, bearing in mind, this is the first thing I've made out of paper mache in years, so of course it's not going to be as good, it's not going to be as round or as perfect as I want it to be, but you know what, I don't care. I'm really happy with how it came out, and quite frankly I love it. It's going to do the trick for me when con falls this Saturday of the week that I'm filming this vlog. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So, let's start off with the basics. How did I make this mask? Well, first things first, I got myself a balloon. Just an everyday standard balloon. Like, not a long one, not like one of these crazy, awkwardly shaped ones, just standard, spherical balloon. Blow that baby up, tie it up so that it doesn't obviously shrink at all and all that jazz, and then I shoved it inside a massive ass mug that I had, just so it basically stays still. When it's in there, I then started paper macheing the entirety of the balloon. Now this is bearing in mind, when I paper macheed the balloon, I didn't just do a single layer around the whole thing and thought, nah, that'll do. I did one layer around the balloon, let it dry for 24 hours, came back, did another layer, 24 hours, and then did a third layer. So I actually did 3 layers of paper mache on this balloon over the case of 3 days, just to make sure that it's 1, hard enough, and 2, stable enough, so that when I cut it all down, basically it'll just be hard and very, very good. Basically, that's what I meant to say. So after those days and after applying the layers, it was then time to get it off the balloon. So I would just pry it off of the mug. If the balloon was still standing, pop it, and then effectively the carcass of the balloon would come out, and you've basically got a shell, a paper mache shell. With this shell, you then just got to cut it in half, and when you cut it in half, you basically got 2 bases for 2 masks. One that obviously I'm going to use for Koffing. The other one I may use later, however, I've found an alternate way that I'm going to try things for the next mask I do in October. I might not use that one anymore, or I might use it for something completely different, who knows. But effectively then, you've now cut your shell in half, and now you've got 1/2 of a shell that you're now going to turn into your mask. Now, with this, what I should have done really is taken some masking tape and should have done the tops and bottom of my face here, so from your forehead down to your chin, and from your eye line, and then basically put those onto the shell so that then you can craft specifically around the construction of your face. I didn't do that, and so my shell ended up coming out a little bit awkward, as you can see here. Not the end of the world, as you still get the effect on it, but of course you could do better. So that's one thing I do recommend. Make sure you get some masking tape and you mask from here to there and here to there. Put those onto your shell and then cut out around those so that you get a much better shape fit to your face. That's a pro tip. After all of that, I was then to cut out some details. Now for me specifically, the only thing I was going to cut out were the eye holes so that I could actually see. I debated with myself whether I wanted it to be a full mask, meaning that I can't see through it, or a mask with the eye holes so that I could see through it. I decided to go with eye holes because I thought it would be just really fun going around as Koffing, just going Koffing around the place and actually being able to see what the hell I'm doing rather than just putting it over my face and saying, have you taken the photo yet? Have you taken it yet? I don't know! You know, the struggle, basically. The big struggle. And so, basically, after I did these eye holes, accurate to Koffing, because I used reference photos, it was then the colouring. Slap on that paint. Now, the paint in particular that I used was acrylic paint. The main reason is because it's very good, in particular, very water resistant once you've got it on and once you've got a fair few layers on there. And the painting covers, obviously, the entire mask. So, for me in particular, what I did was, I did the purple base on the entire mask first, so that you have Koffing's base colour. After that, it was then to do the mouth, so you had the pink, and then to do the outline of said mouth, and then do the teeth. And then effectively, you've got yourself a Koffing mask. Now this is also bearing in mind, on the inside, You also want to make sure you at least mask the inside. And what I mean by masking is that if you just get a primer paint and then just prime the inside, that's all you really need to do. If you do want to paint the inside, go ahead, you can. I decided against it mainly because you're not really going to be seeing the inside of a mask that much. The emphasis is on the outside. But that's something for you to decide on your own if you are going to make a mask similar to this. And obviously, the last ever thing that I did do, I bought some elastic from a local shop that I went to. Just some simple black elastic. I ended up getting 2 meters, so I have another meter to play around with. Or basically, I just had 2 meters, one for this mask and one for another mask I hope to do in October. And yeah, it's all ready and good to go. And you have yourself a good little Koffing mask. You can wear it like a proper Kajinka cosplay and just have it over your face, so that you can still talk to people, but heck, you're still represented for Koffing. You can have it on the side of your face, so that, I don't know, people can still identify you, but it does hurt your ear a little bit if you're not too careful. Or, wear it like normal. Of course, the big problem with this mask now is that if I do wear it like normal, it squishes my nose. So my nose is going to be really, really painful. So if you don't want this effect, maybe just cut a nose hole and then just paint your nose to go with the rest of the mask, and then you should be absolutely fine. But again, that's a creative detail for you, not so much for me, because I made my mind up. And quite frankly, my mask is mostly going to sit like this for the majority of my time at con, just so that I can still talk to people, interact with people and all that fun stuff, but guys still know that I'm trying to represent my man Koffing in gentleman form. And there you go, guys. That is pretty much how I put together this mask. I hope I've also spliced in pictures from my phony phone, which, yes, still has the Pokemon Go cover on it, because I kind of wanted to go with Koffing. To help me explain, obviously, all the steps that I took in order to make this bad boy. Now, of course, I hope to make this a heck of a lot better in the future. I am going to be working on other cosplays that do require masks being made, especially ones in October. And for that one, I've got a new technique that I want to try out. So, again, if you want to check those things out, heavily suggest hitting me up on Facebook, because I tend to Facebook Live my entire process of making these, so that you could just follow me for the ride and we can have a fair bit of banter whilst we're at it. So, with that all said, now I want to actually ask, is anyone going to MCM London this weekend? So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this particular week that I'm uploading this video. If you are, please let me know in the comments below, and if you're cosplaying, let me know who you're cosplaying so that I can keep an eye out for you. Stay explosive, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic day, and until next time, have a good one. Bye!